Okay guys, today we are making blackberry jam, as you can see, or jelly, whichever you prefer. Today we're making this. So this is my juice, and I'm going to measure 5 cups into my stainless steel pot here. You do not want to use tin because the taste will leach into your jelly or jam. And that's no good. You only want your jelly to taste like the fruit that you have. So you're going to need, for this recipe, these are blackberries. So you're going to want 5 cups of juice. If you want to, you can take out half of this and strain it so that you will just have juice, no seeds, or you can leave it just the way it is. You want to make sure that it is mashed down, the fruit is all broken up like this so that you can measure it. You want to use a dry measuring cup, or you can use liquid. You just want to make sure that it is very accurate. So that's why I like to use the dry measuring cups. But once you have all the berries broken up and mashed down, then you want to add it to your stainless steel pot. And everything that you use with the jelly, as far as the heating part, you want to make sure that it is all stainless steel, so that, again, that tinny taste does not leach into your jelly or jam. So 1 cup. Two cups. Also, with this recipe, you need sugar, and if I'm using the pectin I'm using for this is Sure Gel. You can use ball pectin if you like. That's 3. 4. And 5. Now, some types of jellies, you might need to weigh the fruit. This one, you just have to measure it in cups. I'm gonna wash my hands. So this one, and then you want to measure out 7 cups of sugar and set it aside. But now what you're going to do is turn on your jelly juice or your fruit juice so it can start to heat up, and then you're going to want to use your add your package of pectin in there as you're heating up your fruit. So you add that in there, the whole thing, and you stir.
Garage door.
And you're going to want to bring this to a rolling boil. So that means a boil that doesn't stop even when it is stirred. You want to continue to stir constantly. So as you're stirring, you just want to continue to stir. Let's put this over high heat and just continue to stir. This I'm just going to stop stirring that for just a couple minutes, just a couple seconds, while I take out my jelly jars that I have sterilized in a water bath. Ooh. When you are making jelly, you want to make sure that you get the glass jars that are made for jelly making. It's very important, because if you do not, and you put hot liquid into a glass that is not made for making that is not made for this type of jelly making, is going to shatter, and you could be hurt very badly. We do not want that. So remember to make sure that the jars you are using are made especially for canning or jelly making. So there are those. And now my fruit juice, my prepared fruit is almost at a rolling boil. A rolling boil, again, is a boil that does not stop once you start stirring. So this is not a rolling boil. We're going to continue to stir, stir. This is the most tedious part of it. This is the most time consuming, I should say. It's just stirring it until it comes to that boil. And this is very important to make sure that your jelly sets up properly. You don't want watery jelly or jam. So we're just going to continue to stir. Okay, now this is that rolling boil. I don't know if you can see, that does not stop once we continue to stir it. So now we add the sugar. And you want it to come back to that boil.